Knicks family, what's poppin'? It's your boy. Didn't mean to cut you off, Prince. Go ahead and get this thing started. Ladies and gentlemen, the Knicks sputtered tonight. This morning, they sputtered as they lost to the Sacramento Kings. And I don't even know what to call the game. I could see in the third quarter. In the third quarter, when the Kings took the lead, I could feel that the Knicks offense was sputtering at that point, and I did not feel like they were going to come back and win, although I continued to watch the game in hopes that they would come back in that third quarter when they finally took the slightest of leads over the Knicks, 60 whatever to 60 whatever. I kind of felt it there. Not a good matchup game for the Knicks, in my opinion, with this one here. Tough loss to the Sacramento Kings by the New York Knicks. And it wasn't even, look, I mean, to be honest with you, the Kings played a well-rounded basketball game to defeat the Knicks tonight. Tyrese Halliburton, ladies and gentlemen, that kid is a hooper. I'm telling you right now, that kid can ball. You know what I mean? And I'm not saying, he's not going to break out and score 50. He doesn't have to. The kid can just hoop. You know what I'm saying? Tyrese Halliburton tonight, he had 16 points. He had 5 rebounds. He had 2 assists. He had 2 steals. He had 4 blocks. Played 31 minutes for the Sacramento Kings. De'Aaron Fox, he had 22 points, 7 assists. He didn't kill us. He did what he does. They kept him, he shot 35% from the field. He did shoot 43% from the three-point line. He didn't kill us. Buddy Hield had 11 points. Rashawn Holmes, he killed us on blocks. He had 10 points, 14 rebounds, and 6 blocks. Marvin Bagley III had 10 points, 11 rebounds. Harrison Barnes had 27 points, 7 assists, 8 rebounds. But really, it was those guys like Rashawn Holmes and Tyrese Halliburton that really hurt us in this game. And freaking Corey Joseph, who looks like the quintessential 2K player. Like the first player you get when you're trying to choose what you look like. Like, that's what he looks like, But anyway, man, tough loss, man. Tough loss. The Knicks had a chance to go above 500. They failed to do so. Julius Randle led the way with 26 points. He had 15 rebounds, 4 assists. He ended up shooting okay. Shot 47% from the field. He was 10 for 11 from the free throw line. Only 2 turnovers for Julius Randle. RJ Barrett, he also had 21 points, 7 rebounds, 3 assists. He shot 47.1%. Both Julius Randle and RJ Barrett were 8 for 17 from the field. RJ Barrett was 2 for 2 from the three-point line. Those guys led the way. They carried the team. But they didn't get much help from anybody else. Mitchell Robinson had 12 points, 10 rebounds. Alfred Payton only had 7 points. He had 3 rebounds, 3 assists. But RJ and Randall didn't get much help from anybody else on the team, ladies and gentlemen. The Knicks sputtered offensively. They ended up shooting 38% from the field. They shot 22.7% from 3. This is what I was afraid was going to happen. That's what happened, man. Let's talk to the guys over here. See what they feel about tonight's loss to the Sacramento Kings. I know you're not happy about it. Kev? What's going on, man?
Hey,
tough loss, man. We stayed up to see a tough loss.
Yeah, real quick. How many turnovers did RJ have?
RJ, how many turnovers did he have? He had 3 turnovers.
All right, 3 turnovers. Okay. All right. Yeah. Like I said, I really wanted this one because I wanted to shove it in De'Aaron Fox's face and then go to Portland and shove it in Damian Lillard's face. But it didn't happen. It is what it is. You're right. They didn't get much help from anybody. I don't know what Prince's boy was tonight and Kevin Knox. Bullock, I think Bullock was scoreless, I think. And yeah, the supporting cast really didn't do what we needed them to do. And if you're just going to rely on Randall and RJ, that's going to be a problem. So, I mean, I saw some good stuff. I saw some bad stuff. I didn't see awful stuff, but it was enough that we couldn't get the win and everything. So, it is what it is. I also got to give, we got to give Sacramento credit. I mean, they were desperate as well. They lost 4 straight, and they were home. So that was another reason that they were extra motivated. So
Yeah,
shake it off, go to practice tomorrow, and get ready for Portland.
yeah. See, I just hate the fact that you had a team that they lost their last 4 games. They're 5 games below 500, and yes, they're desperate. They got the last defense, the worst rated defense in the league, and you have a chance. You're playing Portland next. You have a chance to, go above 500, give yourself the slightest amount of cushion.
Yeah,
Going to play a tough Portland Trailblazers team. You know what I mean? That's what bothers me. It's like, these are the wins. You got to win these games so that you can have that little bit of cushion when you go play the Portland Trailblazers. Because if you lose to the Blazers, right now you're 8-10 instead of being 9-9. Right, if you win tonight, those are the little things that bother me.
You know what it is, Sam? I think we fall back into that mindset at times where you see this team and you see like the Cleveland Cavaliers and other teams, we only play up to the competition that's great. Like we played up, to Golden State. We played up to the Celtics. We played up to Milwaukee. We beat all these great teams, and we can't put away the not so great teams like these guys, Cleveland, and the list, and the list goes on.
Well, Cleveland is better than us right now. So I don't even want to say anything about that. I mean, they just beat Brooklyn twice in a row.
What's their?
Yeah, Cleveland's 8-7. Cleveland is 8-7 right now. They're on a 3-game winning streak.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Right. So
Okay. I guess. So I guess we could take that. I guess we could take that tag off of them then. Okay.
Yeah. I mean, at least right now, you know what I'm saying? They don't have a ton of players with all these big names, but they got something that they're doing in the winning basketball games. You know what I'm saying? So we can't even say we should be beating the Clevelands of the world because Cleveland's got a better record than us, and they seem to be a decent team. You know what I mean? Divine?
Yeah.
Man, you know what? I'm not disappointed tonight because our defense did hang in there. They show effort. We just didn't get no contribution, like you said, from nobody other than Randall, Barrett, and Mitchell Robinson. Then were the only 3 Knicks tonight literally had energy left over from last night.
Yep.
And I think that's what it was. Nobody else came through for us. And the defense hung in there, only gave up 101. But that, like I said, the offense and that we lost that game because of Halliburton. Halliburton beat the Knicks tonight. To me, Holmes, like you said, Holmes and Halliburton is the ones beat the Knicks tonight. Fox, that was a quiet 21 because I think Elfrid Payton only gave him 11 points in the first half, and he kind of made a couple of buckets at the end. But by then. But, we fought, though. What was interesting to me, Sim, in the first half, the Knicks would be up 4 or 5. We couldn't get that next bucket, man, to change that momentum.
Exactly. We couldn't build it.
Yeah, we couldn't change that momentum. Yeah, I was like, man, we got up by 8 points. I think every time we came down, we could not hit that one shot to give us an 8-point or 10-point cushion. Right. I was like, they just don't got it tonight.
Right. We couldn't get it.
Tough loss.
Yeah, in that third quarter, I think we went up 7. Right, when we went up 7, but we couldn't extend that lead. We couldn't get it in the double digits. You know what I mean? And the more we kept playing, the more we let them hang around, the more confidence they got that we can beat these guys. You know what I'm saying? We can play a gritty type of game. And to be honest with you, maybe the Sacramento Kings found something tonight where they say, maybe we're better playing a gritty type of game than a up-tempo run-and-gun type of game. Because they got some guys that can play. Rashawn Holmes is a good defender. He can bang a little bit down low. Tyrese Halliburton. You know what I'm saying? Harrison Barnes is a good defender. De'Aaron Fox is your lightning rod, and he's a good defender. You know what I'm saying? And you know, listen, De'Aaron Fox, man, I really like De'Aaron Fox though. Yeah. I mean, Tyrese Halliburton, he's nice, and he's going to be nice. Freaking De'Aaron Fox he just looks like he's gliding when he plays. You know what I'm saying? He's just smooth and looks like he's gliding.
You know what I mean?
You know, I really like that kid, but you know, tough loss by the Knicks. Let me get to Prince before he falls asleep on me. You look like you're about to fall asleep, Prince.
I'm over here laughing at shout out to chat, shout out to the panel. I'm over here laughing at shout out Esco, the guy, and a couple of the Kings in the chat and the Queens. But man, this is where I think I'm gonna go at Cornerstone Neck. No disrespect, Cornerstone. You my guy. But this is where I'm like, where we get to, let's keep the roster packed. Man, we got to shake this thing up, y'all. Let's be serious. Okay. We are going to see prolific backcourts all season, and this ain't gonna stop. So that's the thing. That's not even a great backcourt. And like Sim said it, Sim knows the recipe for destruction for Julius Randle. You put trees around him, he has a horrible, I ain't gonna say a horrible game. It's a lot tougher for him to score. And again, he had to go into God mode to make a couple of those baskets late. But again, Bagley, even though he truly couldn't guard Randle, but he hindered Randle. And, at the guard position, Halliburton and Fox they ate us. They just ate us up. And honestly, guys, we have to, and I know, like I said, a lot of us is like, no, let's stay pat. But I think we see who we are truly. And, you know what I'm saying? I'm not saying nothing crazy and drastic, but it might have to be crazy and drastic. Because this thing, like I said, it's not shambles. But again, I think we will get outplayed in backcourts a lot this season. And I think that's going to be our Achilles heel.
I mean, we will. We will. The thing is, can we find some of these other guys that can, like tonight, yes, the backcourt got beat, right? The backcourt got beat. But where's the contribution from some other guys? We all expected that when Burks came back, he was going to contribute. Burks didn't give us anything tonight. You know what I'm saying? Reggie Bullock gave us 5 points? Reggie Bullock gave us nothing tonight.
Nothing.
You know what I'm saying?
Nothing.
Like we need.
Did he even shoot?
No, he didn't. He did not.
That was the thing. He didn't even shoot the ball.
He didn't even attempt. Whereas, last night he hit
how many shots did he shoot up, Sim?
That's what I'm looking up now. For some reason, that's what I'm trying to look now. For some reason, they don't have the stats. They have the stats down, something like that. Maybe they're updating the stats, but
he's invincible.
And I see a lot of people in the chat. Like I said, everybody loves the scapegoat. And
of course,
Knox is the scapegoat tonight. Knox had 5 points. He played very good defense still. You know what I'm saying? And again, he missed his first three pointers out of the corner. Where again, in Tom Thibodeau's this system, that they're playing inside out basketball, and they got RJ and whoever else is slashing, and they got outside shooters. That is the game Tom Thibodeau is playing. Yeah. If y'all don't understand that, I don't know what y'all telling me. Where y'all talking about Knox can't dribble and all of this. That like I said earlier, Knox's job and his position is not to put the ball on the floor and get willy-nilly with the basketball. His job is to shoot, pass, or or pull up. His pull-ups wouldn't follow.
All this scapegoat stuff. There is no. All this scapegoat stuff. There is no scapegoat to this game tonight. We got beat by another team. There's no scapegoat to say this is the person that lost us the game. Emmanuel Quickly didn't play well. He's another guard that you expect is going to be. You hope that's going to be able to come in and score. He didn't really come in and play well. You're not going to scapegoat Emmanuel Quickly. He's a rookie, right? Alec Burks. He was 3 for 14. You know what I'm saying? Besides, he was the third he took the third most shot attempts on the
It's
team.
Super Saturday at Kohl's. Take an extra
Right?
30 points.
And let me get that up out of here. Sorry about that. He took the third most shot attempts on the team. Right?
But
3 for 14.
Then, you know
I
what
mean,
the talk is going to be?
listen. Let's be real.
You know what the talk is? Oh, go ahead.
We played our fourth game in 6 nights with a travel day in between. This happens in the NBA. You know what I'm saying? I just, like everybody has to just calm down. I mean, we just won 3 in a row. We actually have won 3 of our last 4 games. We just won 3 in a row.
Yeah.
Right? We're in the midst of a pretty gruesome schedule, guys, if you think about it. Right? We just played 4 games in the last 6 nights. Okay? And 2 of them are back-to-backs. And now we're still in the midst of playing 3 games in 4 nights. Because we just played 2 games. We're off tomorrow, and then we play Portland on Sunday.
Yep.
And in the middle of all that, we had to travel from the East Coast to the West Coast.
Right.
I mean, let's relax a little bit because this is the way things go in the NBA, man. You know what I'm saying? That's the reason why you see sometimes bad teams, and I'm not saying that we're this juggernaut team, but, sometimes that travel schedule can get to you. Is that an excuse? No, it's not an excuse. You're an NBA player. You know that, you got to come out and you got to win those type of basketball games, right? I was really hoping that the Knicks could pull it out because if they would have pulled it out, I was going to say, this is a great game for the Knicks. The 4th game in 6 nights where they was down and they was sluggish and they had to pull it out and they were able to pull it out. That's what I was hoping I was going to be able to come on here and say, but I wasn't able to because guess what? You got to become a better team to be able to do that. You know what I'm saying? And they're in the process of becoming a better team. There is no doubt that there are things. There's only 1 or 2 teams in this league that do not need other pieces to be great. Right? You talk about the Los Angeles Lakers, and maybe there's 1 other team. Every other team in this league needs pieces to be great. And we're one of them. You know what I'm saying? And Ishmael Rivas, hold on. Because I'm just calling people out. Forget all that. You know what I'm saying? Because people all of a sudden, one night when the Knicks win, everybody's all, hunky-dory and hum-go and this and that. We got the best defense in the league and this and that. The next night, they just suck. Come on, man. Ishmael Rivas, hold on. That's trash. Ishmael Rivas said lots of excuses. I'm not giving excuses. It's the truth, bro. We played 4 games in 6 nights. That is the truth. What? I'm not saying that we're not supposed to come out and win. I'm just saying maybe there's a reason for the sluggishness. That's all. Ain't no excuses. I am calling a spade, bro. They played 4 games in 6 nights and they were sluggish. And if they need to come and they need to fight through being sluggish.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? All the topsy-turviness, man, we got to chill with that. You're not going to win every game. You just won 3 games in a row. You want them to win the rest the rest of the season, right? Get out of here with that garbage.
That's unrealistic. Yep,
yeah.
That's unrealistic.
They're going to lose games.
And none of us predicted them to win 3 games in a row because we said 2-1. Yeah, some said 1-2, some said 2-1. And I always got that feeling that the Knicks going to win every game. If y'all ask me every game I'm on the chat or every game I'm on the panel, I'm saying the Knicks going to win.
And there's nothing wrong with that at all.
Right, because that's what I believe. Yeah. And like tonight, like Sim said, it's 72 games in the season. Nobody's going to win every game. That's why I'm not saying we shouldn't blame anybody but this here. Like Sim said, 4 games. And they play a team that ran through the depth last night that tried to run them anyway. The Warriors tried to keep that. The Knicks' legs on the offense just wasn't there. I mean, like I said, they only had 3 guys that contribute. But you know what? We still competed, though. And that's what you want to see because you're not going to win every night, but long as you compete every night. Right. And the Knicks competed tonight. They was in that game.
But it's like I said, it's –
let me jump in here, right? Yeah. And let me jump in here because Ishmael, yes, I am in my feelings. I'm in my feelings because the way that people always trip out. Yes, I am in my feelings. Good call, Ishmael. Yes, I'm in my feelings. Great call. It's clear that I'm in my feelings. Yes, I am. Because I know that every team plays 4 games in 6 nights, and every team does not win all 4 games in 6 nights. That's my point, bro.
Not even the Lakers.
That is my point.
Not even the Lakers. Not even the Lakers.
We played 4 games in 6 nights, and we won 3 of them. That is my point. Every team does not win 4 games in 6 nights. That's why I'm saying, like, let's cool down, bro.
It'd have been great.
Every team does not win 4 games in 6 nights when they play 4 games in 6 nights. Especially if you're playing a team.
If you would have told me.
You know, if you're playing a team that's been playing a normal schedule, right? I mean, that's what I'm saying. They've been on since Wednesday. We just played Thursday. That's how the NBA goes. I'm not saying you don't have to try to win those games. And I'm not saying you use it as an excuse. What I'm saying is it's real. And for us as Knicks fans to not all of a sudden now say, you know, earlier today, everyone's talking about, yo, if we can get that 8th seed, if we can get that 7th seed, now today we're garbage. That's what I'm talking about because we took a loss. That's what I'm talking about, Ishmael.
Right.
My bad. Go ahead, Kev.
And then you have this guy. No, then you have this guy, Death Coat Javi. Will we ever hold the Knicks to the fire and stop making excuses? It's not excuses. It's facts. We played
lost, man. They just lost.
It's a loss. It's a loss.
And real quick, Kev, to bring it back, to bring it back to where Sim,
man.
Sim opened up bring it back to where Sim opened up the show at, and like he was just saying, it truly was. If a couple guys could have stepped up in a couple key places, this is a different ball game. Like I said, Knox again. If he could have got going earlier, a couple of those
it's probably a different game.
It's a different game.
Yeah.
If Bullock shoots the damn ball, where that's something that I wanted to say earlier before people started hating and we got off. You know what I'm saying? It's just the fact is that, again, Thibodeau probably should have switched some things up and went with some different lineups because he's seen we were flat in different lineups and in different places of the game. So in times like that, you kind of got to mix things up. And maybe he should have, probably threw Knox in a little earlier than usual and got Bullocks out of there because Bullocks really wasn't helping much outside of guarding Buddy Hield, but Buddy Hield really didn't get off too much. So
yeah, exactly. That's what we were fearing. Yeah, that's something that we could have maybe gambled on, but I think he might have overthunk himself a little bit. Probably thinking that Buddy Hield would have got, a couple better looks.
And can I jump in here for a minute? Because this is the type of thing what I want to help explain to some of these numb nuts.
I love it.
Right.
Go ahead, man.
Sacramento played their last game was Wednesday, January 20th. Right? The last time they played before that was Sunday, January 17th. Are they fresh? Hell yeah, they're fresh.
Yeah. 2 games in
Hell
5 days.
That's right.
They played Sunday, January 17th, and then they played Wednesday, January 20th.
Oh.
Right? And then they played tonight. Yeah, they were fresh.
5 days.
That's my point.
Man.
That's my point. You know what I'm saying? And yeah, you got to dig down and you got to try to dig those games out. But that's the way the schedule goes in the NBA sometimes. You got to deal with it. You know what I mean? But yeah, the Knicks probably were kind of tired. And then you got some guys playing heavy minutes. That's why they look sluggish out there.
Yeah.
That's why they look a little bit sluggish.
Knicks fans can really be bipolar and not look at optics. They can't look at optics. They can't be reasonable. They have to be in the moment and say if a team we'll win, we can win the championship. We lose, everybody sucks. Tibbs sucks. This player sucks. I'm surprised I haven't seen in the chat yet how we messed up the draft pick with not picking Halliburton.
Oh, yeah, it is. Oh, no, it is.
Oh, it is? I haven't seen it. Okay.
You know that's going to be
don't
out
get
there.
that. We're going to get there. Yeah, we're going to get there later on in the show. Sim going to get to that. Sim going to get to that.
Now, I'm not even. I ain't even trying to come at my rookie like that. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is. I'm trying to support my rookie.
Yeah.
I'm trying to support my rookie. I ain't mad at it. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying. I want to support my rookie, man. Look, it's a tough game for the Knicks. I really feel like they, 2 things went against them. They played sluggish because of the schedule, Ishmael. And the matchup to me is just not good for them. You know what I mean? And I feel like the next time we play the Sacramento, it's going to be a tough game again because I just don't feel like the matchups are good. You know what I mean? We don't have an answer for their two guards back there. You know, and the way that De'Aaron Fox can get in the paint and then kick it out, and you got to help on De'Aaron Fox. You got to. Alfred Payton can't stay in front of him by himself. Quickly can't stay in front of him. RJ can't stay in front of him. We don't have a guard that can stay in front of De'Aaron Fox. No one in the league does. But he's going to be able to get inside the paint. And so for him, when he gets inside the paint, guess what's going to happen? The defense is going to collapse. It's going to kick it out to wide open shooters. And they got guys that can shoot. You know what I'm saying? Harrison Barnes can knock it down. Buddy Hield can knock it down. Tyrese Halliburton can knock it down. Even Corey Joseph can knock it down. You know what I mean? I feel like that is a team that we're going to struggle with even when we see him next time. Even when we see him next time, I feel like we're going to struggle with those guys. They got length inside. Julius Randle always struggles when there's guys with length. Marvin Bagley, 6'10". Rashawn Holmes, 6'11". Julius Randle got to try to shoot over top of these guys. Marvin Bagley did a good job of, matching Julius Randle's physicality. You know what I'm saying? You would see him wrap up under his shoulder, and the ref couldn't see it. You know what I'm saying? Julius Randle's mad, complaining, but the ref can't see that. You know what I'm saying? So he did a good job matching Julius Randle's physicality. Even though he fouled out, still, he was effective in doing that. You know what I'm saying? They did a good job sending some triple teams. Marvin Bagley, I'm not sure.
Is he a free agent this year?
I'm not sure.
He came in the league with what? Who was it? Luka in them? Well, he was the second pick. Wasn't Luka on the draft after that? I know it had to be Trae Young, Luka. I thought it was bad. He wasn't in that one. He was the one after that one.
Well, Luka was with Knox that year, right?
Yeah,
that was Knox's year, right?
No, Luka wasn't with Knox. I think he was with Knox. He's in his third or fourth year. He's in his third or fourth year.
Yep, that's why he trying to get out of it because they know his contract about to come up next year.
Yeah.
So but you know what? Julius was playing some bully ball though. I like what Julius did tonight. Like,
right? Yeah. Oh yeah.
I'm coming at you, dude. You listen. You ain't on my level. You nice, but you ain't on my level yet. Julius Randle. I like what he did tonight. But it's a loss, man. We got to chalk it up to that, man.
Yeah. So this was, look, it was just a tough game for the Knicks. Bad matchup. Tough game. I actually like the matchup with Portland a little bit better. I know, yes, Dame is quick and he's fast, but he plays a different type of game than De'Aaron Fox.
Yeah,
and Damian Lillard is going to try. He's going to have to really step up and try to dominate the basketball game, and I think that's going to play into the Knicks' hands for real.
Yeah.
Damian Jones, what's his name? Damian Jones? That's somebody who used to play with Miami last year. Jones, the high flying young brother.
Oh yeah.
Him and Covington got that small forward, power forward spot, but they not excellent shooter. But Covington can hit the three. So like Sim said, I think he right though. That team to me, Seattle. Now I agree with him 100%. Not Seattle, but Sacramento.
Oh, Sacramento. Okay.
Match up better than us than Portland do at this present time right now.
You mean the other way around. You mean the other way around, right? You mean Portland?
I think Sacramento, like Sim said, they match up better against the Knicks than Portland does.
Yeah, they provide Sacramento. Just with some of the players that they have in the team and their style of play is just not a good matchup.
It's not a good matchup.
It's not a good matchup for us.
But Portland,
they play with a lot of one-on-one basketball, which to me is a good matchup for the Knicks. Right, a lot of one-on-one basketball. Sacramento, you see a lot of times how they was popping that thing around. You know what I'm saying? Portland, I think, is a little bit different, and the Knicks will match up a little bit better against Portland, in my opinion. Right, looking at the numbers tonight, just doing a numbers comparison. The Knicks, of course, they scored 94, Sacramento 103. The Knicks did a good job of keeping Sacramento contained, but again, the Knicks couldn't score the basketball. Right, the Knicks had 57 rebounds to Sacramento's 55. Only 19 assists for the Knicks tonight, 21 for the Kings. Only 2 steals for the Knicks, which is the reason why they wasn't getting any fast break points. 14 blocks for the Kings tonight. 14 blocks for the Kings. 6 for the Knicks. Only 6 turnovers for the Kings, 11 for the Knicks. And they had some turnovers and some bad, at some bad times. Sacramento shot 41.8% from the field, which is well below their average, but then the Knicks only shot 38.3%. Sacramento only shot 35.2% from 3. The Knicks only 22.7% from 3. And then the Knicks did not shoot well from the free throw line besides Julius Randle. Right, the Knicks was 68% from the free throw line. The Knicks scored 56 points in the paint, while Sacramento was 48 points in the paint. The Knicks had 25 second chance points to Sacramento 6. The Knicks had 0 fast break points, ladies and gentlemen. Zero fast break points. Why? They mustered up no steals. 2 steals. 2 steals.
2 steals.
You can't get out and run like that. Sacramento had 15. Why? They had 6 steals. I'm sorry, 6 steals, and they had 14 blocks. Those blocks a lot of times lead to transition buckets.
Even the guy for Sacramento that was backing up the center, the Nigerian guy,
Right.
he was blocking. Yeah, he was blocking too. I was like, whoa, man.
That told me they didn't have no legs tonight. I kind of seen that tonight, like on the offense side, like they didn't have their legs wasn't there because some of them played that Noel was getting. I'm like, dude, why you not getting that ball? He was tired. Bullock, him running around chasing everybody last night, and like I said, we not making excuses. But when you got a team,
it is what it is.
Yeah, when you had a team who had 2 games in 5 days, and like Sim said, one team had 4 games in 6 days, and chasing Steph Curry around that perimeter all night. I could see why Bullock and them was tired. I'm like, it's like they didn't have no legs on the offense to me. That was about it. The other guy
and that's why I was really digging in, hoping that they could win this game, because, like you said, 4 games in 6 nights for the Knicks, 2 games in 5 nights for the Sacramento Kings. You know what I'm saying? And the Kings obviously have fresh legs. And then the Kings won't even play this weekend because some of their games are getting postponed. Right? Some of their games are getting postponed. Because of COVID. And the Knicks, of course, playing the 4 games in 6 nights. If the Knicks would have pulled this out, this would have been a really, really nice win for me. Even though the game would have looked sluggish, even though they would have not played well, if they would have been able to find a way to pull it out, it would have been a really good win for them, given that they probably needed some rest. Tired, this and that, and now they gotta probably leave here, get right on the bus, and head to Portland. You know what I'm saying? So that's tough. The Knicks were led by, of course, like I said, Julius Randle, 26 points. De'Aaron Fox, 22 points. You guys can see it. I don't need to read that out again. You can see what's up there on the screen. Yep. Tough one for the Knicks tonight.
Shake it off. Shake it off.
And Ishmael, if you're in the chat, I'm not sorry, man. But peace to you, bro. Peace to you. I'm not sorry, but peace to you. I still love you, man. You know what I'm saying? Chef said send facts, but they didn't deserve the win tonight. No, you're right. They did not deserve the win tonight because they were sluggish. I'm saying they were sluggish. They didn't deserve the win. They were sluggish. You know what I mean? It would have been nice if they pulled it out even when they didn't deserve it. And maybe it's good, Chef, that they lost. Because you know what happens sometimes? You play a sluggish game and you get rewarded with a win. And then now you're like, we can play sluggish and win. We're that good?
Oh, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So, maybe it's a good thing. Dan Alcana, he said Elf was tired. He almost fouled out. And it surprised me. Yeah. They were all kind of tired tonight. You know what I mean? And I'm not trying to make excuses for these guys, ladies and gentlemen.
No,
I'm not trying to make excuses.
It's facts. It's facts.
Because everything that we've seen from this team is that they play hard. Tonight they looked kind of sluggish. We'll listen. If they come out in Portland and they do the same thing, then we start saying, hey, this is a problem.
Yeah.
You know, then we start to say this is a
Yeah, if they
problem.
got blown out, if they got blown out, then then you can, look. But we had the lead, for mostly the whole game until like maybe what in the third
Well,
quarter.
sometime in that third quarter, you know what I'm saying? Sometime in
Yeah,
that
in that
third
third
quarter,
quarter. Yeah.
Hey,
but
hey, so tell somebody, a lot of people in the chat, run a 5K today and then run a 5K tomorrow. See how you gonna feel. You ain't gonna run that 5K like today, like you ran yesterday, obviously.
Yeah,
I mean,
you gonna come out.
can't, I mean, they don't. Yeah, I mean, that's
Look, you run a 5K today.
Next hurting.
Listen, you run a 5K today and you get up to do a 5K tomorrow, you're gonna look and be like, shit, I'm going right back in my bed. You know what I'm saying? I'm going right back to my bed, man. Nah,
2 hours
tough
of basketball. Okay, bro, I'm sorry.
No, I'm just saying, definitely a tough game for the Knicks.
It was.
Tough loss. Hopefully they can rebound. Now this is what we have to look for. How do they rebound when they got to play Portland? You know what I'm saying? Are they able to, muster up the energy? They're going to get a day of rest. So hopefully they can get some of their legs back. They need to get treatment tomorrow. But how can they muster up the energy to come out there and play? Because that's the signs of a good team. You know what I'm saying? When you're on that fourth game in 6 nights, having the ability to muster up that energy and be able to come out and still eke out a win against a team that you assume is inferior to you. Now you're coming against a team that in Portland is probably, I don't want to say probably, they're not inferior to you, even though they have some injury problems going on right now. They're not inferior, and they're a team with a lot of confidence, and they got at least 2 guys that's playing that can get hot at any moment, right? So now how are the Knicks going to be able to how are they going to deal with it? This is what I'm looking to see coming into this game. How are they going to be able to deal with it? Are they going to be able to come in, get some rest and come in and fight through it, scratch through it? Because even though they scratch through it, here's the thing: they scratch through it. They don't play on Monday, but then they play again on Tuesday, right?
Yep. Utah, it's that 4 game, so many night road trip, man. It's pretty hard.
Right.
West Coast at that.
So they don't play Monday, then they play again on Tuesday, and it's that's a gruel. That's a gruel in the grind. You know what I mean? They play, and then they get a little bit of a break. Then they get a break. So they play Sunday in Portland. Then they play Tuesday in Utah. Then they come home and they get a break until Friday. Then they play home. Then they play Friday. They play Cleveland, and then they play the Clippers on Sunday. So, but then they got another back-to-back. They play the Clippers Sunday, and then that Monday, they go and they go to Chicago for a home. Well, actually, they'll be in Chicago for 2 nights. They play Chicago twice in a row. They play Chicago Monday, then they play Chicago Wednesday, both in Chicago. Yep. So,
we
they
get to see
don't
Zach
get.
LaVine?
Yeah, we get a chance to see Zach LaVine, man. Right. So they don't get a break. They're not getting a break until after they play Utah on Tuesday. They get a little bit of a break. Let their legs get fresh, and then let's see if they can come home and get a couple of wins against 2. And right now, you got to call Cleveland a decent team against 2 good teams. Cleveland is good right now, and the Clippers. We know the Clippers are a good team. So the Knicks are on a stretch where, let's put it like this. This stretch right here is still going to tell a lot about this team. Right? They're going to play Portland. Portland right now is 8-6. And then they play Utah. Utah is one of the best schedules one of the best records in the West. They're 3rd in the Western Conference right now. Let me see. I think they're 10-4, 9-4, something like that.
Yeah, won 7 in a row.
11-4. Yep, they've won 7 in a row. 11-4. So the Knicks play Portland, then they play Utah, then they come home and play Cleveland. And right now, Cleveland is 8-7. Then after they play Cleveland, they play the Clippers, and the Clippers are leading the Western Conference. They're 12-4. Right, so the Knicks have a 4-game stretch of some tough games. coming up, and we'll see what they can do over these next 4 games. And that's one reason why this game was important. 9-8. You leave out of this 9-8, then you come into these 4 games, and if you can get 2 of them, find a way to scrap out 2 of these games, you stay above 500. Now if the Knicks can pull out Portland though, and then Utah is going to be a tough one because Donovan Mitchell is playing out of his mind right now. You know what I mean? He's playing good basketball. He's playing out of his mind. Utah Jazz have won 7 in a row. I'm hoping that they continue that streak up until we play them. I don't like to play a team that's been on a streak and then they lose one. Now they're coming back trying to get one. Right? I like to play a team that's on a streak because the longest streak that they're on, there's more of a chance that they, at some point they're going to lose one. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Right. So, I don't mind them being on a streak right now, when we're playing them. So that's where we are, ladies and gentlemen. That's where we are. I don't know, man. Anything else you guys want to add in here? I don't know how much we can even talk about this game. You know what I mean?
Like we said, Sim, in the beginning of the show, it's like everybody want to point a finger when we lose, and the world is about to end, and you know what I'm saying. And then when we winning, everything's good. Everybody's singing kumbaya. Nothing needs to change. You know what I'm saying. And again, this is the NBA, like Sim said, especially with this type of NBA season. You know what I'm saying? Like we on a West Coast swing, a back-to-back. Guys play sluggish. That was what it was, and like we all said, nobody's making an excuse for nobody. Yes, somebody should have stepped up. Thibodeau could have made some changes. All the above could have happened for us to pull this win out. And like Sim said, we still had a chance to win this game. Right, yeah. In multiple, in multiple occasions. So, ball bounced the different way a couple times, and we all are hearing this 500 people in the chat, and we singing Kumbaya. It's gonna be tough.
Go
ahead, Jim.
Yeah, Dan Alcanet asked, "Are you waiting till the off season to get that third option, or do you trade for it this season?" If it's me, if something good comes up at the trade deadline or something like that, I'll make that move. But I'm not pushing the issue. I really want to establish our brand of basketball. You know what I mean? Establish the brand of basketball, and then, start to look at, okay, what are the pieces that we need to fill this thing out. Now, of course, if something comes up that you're like, yo, we need this dude, we need this guy right here, then you go get him. Just like any time in basketball. Call you live. What's popping?
Hey, what's up, guys?
Hey, what's going on, man? How you feeling?
Good. So there's no reason to push the panic button yet on the Knicks. Everyone needs to do that. But tonight, I think Tibbs cost us with them first 6 minutes in the fourth quarter when he had Toppin, Knox, Noel, Quickly, and who else was out there? Burks was out there. We were at a teetering point whether we could go and, go up and take the lead in the game, or it could go bad how it went.
Yeah.
I think he left them guys out there too long. And Burks played way too much tonight, in my opinion.
Yeah, I agree with you. I actually screamed at my television for him to make a substitution and start getting some guys in, because I felt like, he left him out there a little bit too long, where the game was kind of in a balance there. It was like a 6-7 point lead, and then it jumped out to a 10-point lead, before he decided to, let me get these guys in. Yeah, I agree with you there. I definitely do.
Yeah, man, and, where's Taj? Because Nerlens just didn't have it tonight, He was just getting bullied around, and he should have had a lot of them boards late in the game, and I think that was a good time to see what Taj had.
That's true. That might have been a good idea, see what Taj could do, see what he could give you, because Yeah, you got to use your bench, man. You got to use your bench.
Yeah.
You know, because when you look at the guys, when you look at them, you know, we looked at the minutes from last night when they played the Warriors, and our main guys, you know, were, you know, above 30 minutes. You know, it was one of those tough games. So you had to think that maybe they'd have, you know, some weary legs, and you'd say, hey, and maybe that's the reason why he tried to play that younger group a little bit longer, just feeling that they had some weary legs, and it's like, hey, I'm gonna let these guys play a little bit, and then they can come in, you know, fresh. You know what I mean? So I don't know. You know, it's a tough one. It's definitely a tough one. But hey, what we gonna do, man? All they can do is try to rebound against Portland. You know.
I agree, and I think they're going to bounce back. You know, they're a young team. They play hard, and they'll come out and bang.
Yeah, without a doubt. And listen, the one thing that we've seen so far this season is that the Knicks will bounce back. They'll bounce back.
I agree.
That's the one thing we've seen so far, is that they do a good job bouncing back. Hey, I appreciate you, man.
Yeah, I appreciate y'all.
Yeah,
Thank you.
no doubt. What do you think about that, Devon? You think they maybe left those young guys in the game a little bit too long? In the second half?
Not tonight, Sim, because I thought that I didn't think they did, because, like I said, our starters played a lot of minutes, and they, you know, and I don't think so. You know, I just thought that they didn't produce. I don't think he kept them in there too long. They just didn't produce. I mean, so, you know, and I can't really say that was the reason why we lost the game, or it would have made a difference. I just think our energy after last night, after that game, that back-to-back game, it showed today. You know what I mean, on the offense end anyway. But you know what, man? I think, listen, man, Knicks running 500. We come off this West Coast trip 500. And listen, you know, I'm the biggest guy in this chat. Be like, yo, we got our defense is legit. It is legit. That's why we only held 103 points with bad offense. So I'm one of the guys always totally optimistic. Every night I come to the chat, the Knicks is legit. You would hear me say it, because I believe that. It's just that tonight, their offense, we didn't have it. Nobody stepped up. That don't mean they ain't legit. They had a bad night against a team who lost 5 games in a row. They hungry. Ain't played in so many games. So they hungry. They just have more energy than us tonight, man. I really that's all we can chop it
especially,
up to.
And this is what as the coach, this is what I would have been telling the Kings. I'd have been like, listen, I would have said to them, listen, these guys are coming in here on a 3-game winning streak. This is their 4th game in 6 nights. You guys haven't played. You guys played Sunday. You guys played Wednesday, and you got the weekend off. You better leave everything you got out there on the floor, because you are going to get your rest. Leave everything on the floor. That's exactly what Sacramento's coaching staff was telling them guys. Leave it out there. Don't take nothing back with you. You know what I'm saying? And yeah, you know, you could see it. They'll get their energy back. They'll get their energy back. And they'll come back and hopefully they'll come back and perform well against Portland. You know what I mean? Now, I'm going to say this, and I'm going to say it right now. I wouldn't be surprised if the Knicks play very well through 3 quarters and then get tired in that 4th quarter in Portland, because, you know, they still are playing. That'll still be their 3rd game in 4 nights. You know what I mean? Hopefully they can pull it out, though. Hopefully they can pull it out.
One of the toughest schedules of basketball. I heard at all the teams in the NBA, the Knicks had one of the toughest schedules of basketball. They said, you know, so with a bunch of young guys like that, man, you know, things gonna happen. No excuse, but things happen.
Yeah. I mean, that's the reason why, you know, I got like that with Ishmael, man. You know, you know, tell me to call a spade a spade. I was calling a spade a spade. You know, that's the amount of games that they played, and it was a tough night. They came out sluggish. You know, they came out sluggish. So, anyway, what are you guys doing for the rest of the weekend, man?
Relaxing,
man, right, relaxing. You know, trying to figure out, like you said, what the Knicks gonna do. Honestly, no, but yeah, I ain't got no big plans.
Yeah, well, I mean, you know, tomorrow, you know, normally I would do the shoot around tomorrow, but I think I'm gonna rest. I think I'm gonna take a day off. You know what I'm saying? And then we'll get back and I'll do a game preview on Sunday. and then we'll watch the game Sunday night. But and then I'll get back to doing the shoot around on Monday. But I think I'm gonna take a little bit of a break. Get some rest, get my mind right, hang out with the family. Go car shopping with my daughter. You know what I'm saying?
That's what's up.
That's what's up.
So I think I'm gonna do that. And hopefully the Knicks will be able to, the Knicks will be able to bounce back. But any closing words, man? Because I'm gonna get out of here and get some rest. I know it's late. It's 1:30 in the morning. You know what I mean? I'm gonna sit back. Probably, I don't know what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna probably look at the TV until it looks at me. Most likely, that's probably what I'm gonna do when I get out of here. Devon, any last words you want to get out there, man?
Everybody stay up, man. Stay up. Just a game. Stay positive, man, and enjoy your day off. Samuel, that's well deserved, brother. Because family first, man. We family too, but your family first. So I understand that. Because I'm gonna do the same thing. But it's always a pleasure coming on, man. Enjoying it, win or loss. It's always a pleasure being with the NBK fan, man.
Yeah, man.
Always,
brother. You know what I mean? Go ahead, go Knicks, man. I'm still optimistic, brother. Like I said, we come off the road trip at 500. We 8-9. Brooklyn Nets 9-8. Go to that. What that tell you? We want to go hang behind the Brooklyn Nets. So we ain't in no bad situation.
Yeah.
We'd have won tonight. We'd have been tied with the Brooklyn Nets.
We'd have been tied with them. That's another reason why I was
man.
trying to get this win, man. I wanted to be tied with them.
Right, tied with Brooklyn. So we good, man. Knicks fan, we good, brother. Knicks I'm still encouraged, man. I ain't nothing changing here. Just that we lost. We all want to win tonight. You know how I go. We wish we could win 82-0, but that ain't reality. So
and shout out to my man Ishmael, man. I love you, brother. You know what I'm saying? We just talking. That's how it go, man. That's how it is, man. Same to you. Respect to you. No hard feelings at all. Shoot, it's all love out here, man. Go ahead, Prince,
brother.
Hey man, shout out to chat, everybody out there, man. Definitely y'all are the MBK family, and we appreciate everybody's,
doubt
what I'm saying, they think, they words, they, they hate, whatever you want to call it, man. We appreciate it. But again, man, we just look forward to them guys bouncing back. It was just a sluggish game, like you said, Sam. Outside of that, I'm just looking for these guys to, get some consistency, though. That is one thing that we've been asking of them, is just be a little bit more consistent. So, but again, it's the NBA. They're going to be up. They're going to be down. But again, we are seeing good basketball from the guys. Hey, Sim, you deserve these you deserve tomorrow off. It's the Sabbath anyway. You know what I'm saying? Enjoy yourself, brother. You know what I'm saying?
Man. Everybody out there, everybody, in the chat, you guys are some troopers, man. I appreciate you guys for being on with us. You guys are some troopers, man. And I know you guys are probably now going to head over to Legion of Knicks. I think Legion of Knicks is on. Lawrence Tears is on. So y'all probably going to head over there. I can't head over there with y'all, man. I got to get some rest.
I can't do it.
I got to get some rest. So
I'm the old man in the group, you know what I'm saying?
Gotta get. You see Kev logged off, man. Kev got his little 2 cents in. Like, all right, let me hit the pillow.
I'm going to sleep.
You know what I'm saying? Look, early next week, ladies and gentlemen, look for finally me releasing a video on the ball report early next week, and I may do like a quick something on NBK that's only about Knicks players, to kind of give people a sample of what we're going to do on the ball report, and then send them on over to the ball report. You know what I mean? But yeah, look for that early next week, man.
How old is Divine? No funny shit. 58. It's the guy in the chat said, how old is Divine? No funny shit. 58, bro.
Yeah, I see them.
OG, for real. OG.
You don't look like it. I'll tell you that.
But OG, though.
You don't look like it, bro. You must got some good health juice over there, man. Cause you know what I'm saying.
I try to eat right. Don't stress out.
Yeah, no doubt. Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, we see you guys later. Like I said, no shoot around tomorrow. We're gonna take a break, and we'll be back on Sunday. All right, have yourselves a great weekend.
Yes, sir.
And we are out of here, ladies and gentlemen.
Peace, Sam. I see y'all brothers, man. Good show as always, brother.
No doubt about it. Appreciate you. Yes, ladies and gentlemen. Yeah, Ishmael is there. Much love to Ishmael, man. You know what I'm saying? Every once in a while, things happen like that. That's how it goes with family. You know what I'm saying? Much love. Spread love, ladies and gentlemen. We out of here.